And the month of December brings joy for many reasons, the holidays and ringing in a new year, but it's also time to look back and plan for the future. Mesa County's annual Economic Outlook Luncheon was a who's who of the local economic industry, but not a worry, I was also there, and I'll show you why Colorado University's senior economist, Professor Dr. Richard Wobbekind, says this year's forecast may surprise you. This year's Economic Outlook Luncheon was both filling and fulfilling.
We have a lot of things in our forecast that are, we call tailwinds, good positive things that are out there.
Of course, a few factors slowed growth.
But we do have a lot of things that are in the uncertainty category, to be quite honest.
Still, Dr. Wobbekind, the Dean of Business at CU, predicts the economy should continue to recover with solid growth, all while the nation battles inflation and supply chain constraints.
In our forecast, I have inflation slowing down by the latter part of the year. By the third, fourth quarter, we think the overall inflation rate's going to slow. But before that happens, if it really shocks consumers or it shocks small businesses, then they could react negatively just in terms of their confidence.
In the midst of COVID-19, one small business on the Western Slope, Made to Impress, doubled down on their business investment with 20 additional employees, a decision that returned a revenue windfall.
We are operating with about 89 clients, 50 employees, and we've expanded about $178,000. So thank you to the community for supporting us and choosing us.
Overall, the Western Slope continues its upward trajectory as it recovers from COVID-19. Rural communities like Grand Junction saw tourism, retail construction, real estate, and employment soar higher than the rest of the state, while oil and gas and mining industries fell behind. The biggest question left on economists' minds is how long this recovery will last. But as they predict,
continued growth, perhaps a little bit slower in terms of employment, but not necessarily in terms of things like retail, trade, or hotel occupancy, or all of those other kind of metrics, or amount of production of natural gas or agricultural production. All of the kind of production metrics should be going up, and should be going up in a pretty healthy fashion.
Recent numbers show the recovery here on the Western Slope and other rural counties in Colorado may be slowing down for now when compared to the state as a whole, but overall, things are looking up.